Hello, everyone. Let's make sure we're live. And let's play some music while we're at it. Our default StreamYard music.
Oh, my YouTube says it's waiting for Blind Tech.
Well, hello and welcome. Happy Kwanzaa, happy late Merry Christmas, happy whatever it is that you'd like to be happy about. Happy New Year, and let's hope 2022 is not as big of a mess as 2021, although right now it doesn't seem like it's going to be, but we'll see what happens. My name is Kirt, and we have Nimer in here. Oh, wait. No. I think I messed up the names. Hello, my name is Nimer. I think we do have Kirt in here, though. Hello, Kirt. Are you muted? I think maybe Kirt's gone. Anyway, he will be back in here. He must have got disconnected. And, yeah. So today, this is going live on December 30th. And yep, glad to have everyone here. And once Kirt gets back in here, then we will go ahead and kick things off because we do have a jam-packed little episode for today. We've got some news to talk about. We've got a Google Docs, dictating with Google Docs to talk about using voice typing, which also means being able to edit docs. And we're also going to be talking about being able to use a cloud virtual machine to be able to run Windows on your Chromebook. Hello, Nimer. Welcome back. Kirt, whatever your name is. Welcome back.
Hi! I don't know what happened to my internet there.
Oh, well, apparently it disappeared as I was introducing Nimer, and I said, my name is Kirt, and I was like, wait, where's Nimer? Oh, no, he's not here. Oh wait, I got the names wrong.
You must have had a long day at work.
Yeah, well, I'm mixing up the names. Anyway, welcome, Kirt. How's it going?
Doing good. Had a good Christmas with family and lots of presents.
Yeah, well, Merry Christmas to anyone who celebrates it. Happy Kwanzaa, Happy New Year.
Hanukkah.
Wishing you all the best of luck. Yeah, Hanukkah's long gone, but yeah, Happy Hanukkah. Belated. And, you know, as I said to everyone, I hope that your year is better next year, although right now it doesn't seem like it, but maybe that's me being negative, so I should just be positive and
that never
everything
happens.
will work out. But we'll see, because right now it seems like next year is going to be as bad or worse. But who knows? You know, we're starting it out here with more masks. Mosques, as some, I think, Vroom like to say.
Right. Oh, yeah, Vroom Vroom. Wonder whatever happened to Vroom Vroom.
So, you know, I've seen him on, so I think he's
around.
Cool. Yeah, so Happy New Year anyway, and I think we have some comments. We have Pay Own. Okay, I think that's Mike, but whoever you are, Pay Own, you should pay me instead. That would be good.
Yeah.
Hello to you. Carrie, Live Accessible, or is it Live Accessible? I guess that's an endless debate, but she says it's Live Accessible, so hello. Payo, who's thinking about using a Windows computer in the cloud to run different Windows tasks. That's cool. I'm glad that we were able to read your mind.
Yeah.
Says he's looking forward to the episode. Personally, I think he was looking forward to the giveaway, but who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, so we are
Good
doing a
timing
giveaway.
there.
And, yeah, I think we'll just see, the idea is to see if you are subscribed and you are interacting with us, then we will give you some kind of a hint at the end of the video or some kind of a code word or something to send to us. And if you send that word to us within the next, week or so, then you'll be entered in for the drawing. We'll do the drawing next week, but you have to stick around till the end of the video.
Yeah.
That's the way we get you watching. We're trying to drive up our numbers, Not that it matters, we don't get paid, so. But anyway.
Yeah, not yet.
Yep. Carry.
Right.
There's a giveaway. Yep, there sure is. Michael. Yep, it is Michael.
Nice.
Great timing on your part, Carrie. Yes, very good. Great timing. Of course, the only thing is if you win the giveaway, then you just have to turn around and give it right back to me. You like?
Ah, I want it too. Split it.
Yeah. Can we win? Can we put our names in there 100 times? Or do you think that's ethical or?
Oregon is beautiful, Michael.
Yeah. Oregon is pretty nice, although they've been getting hammered with some good snow, I think. It's a bit of snow and rain and snow. Yeah. All right, anyway, let's go ahead and, I guess, get going. We have some news.
The news.
And by the way, before we do that, I think we had a piece of feedback through the NVDA list about last week's episode where we talked about input gestures. And one of the pieces of feedback that I got was they wanted to know why I didn't show the search for the input gestures, which, by the way, when you go into it, you do Shift-Tab, you land on search. The reason I didn't show search is because you have to know what you're searching for in order for search to kind of be effective, and NVDA has some really strange terms. So unless I wanted to sit on the broadcast and tell you exactly what to search for, what I found is that you don't always find what you're looking for unless you know exactly how to search for it. And so if you know the search term, by all means use the search, but I was just trying to go for the concepts of how to use it and use the tree and that kind of thing rather than doing search. But hey, if you want to use the search, go ahead, and I appreciate the feedback from Jacob from South Africa. He sent that along. Yep, okay, so let's go ahead and get going with the
news.
The news, yes. And by the way, Kirt was a little high when he created the stream. Maybe
no, I wish I was. But, yeah, I broke some of the links, so I'll fix that after the show. Once this gets uploaded to YouTube, I'll actually fix the links that aren't working so that you can follow them and actually read the news stories here.
Yes, that'll probably be good. All right,
there's some good ones here. Okay.
Let's see here. Jaws has a new update. And it looks like they've got some fixes with some braille displays, some kind of clock. You can split sound better. And it provides better notifications and Zoom and Teams and a lot more than that. So let's open up this article and see what's new in JAWS here. All right. Let's see here. You can show the clock right on your braille display in this new update, so that's pretty cool. You can do it either, you can use it using the status cells if your braille display has status cells. You could do, wow, this is so powerful. It's such a powerful feature. You can do 12 or 24 hours. You can also do display hours or minutes or seconds, or minutes and seconds. And the clock will automatically update. This is so revolutionary. Freedom
Wow, and it
Scientific,
just-
I can't believe this is a screen reader feature, but you know what? I shouldn't make fun of it. This is a great feature for some, and if you're one of those people who are very excited about this feature, that's cool.
So
you
it
get your
like
clock.
stays on your braille display the whole time? Like I don't entirely understand.
in the status cells, yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. It's good for a presentation or if you need to speak for a certain time.
Yeah.
So you can just, use this thing. To toggle this feature on, you can use Insert Shift F12. Or if you have a focus, there's a combination for the focus displays as well.
Yeah, surprise.
All right, let's see what other changes. This is like the big highlight feature that they have, so let's see. When you launch Teams, Zoom, or Skype, you can now separate JAWS in a call or a meeting, and it'll display a dialogue. It'll tell you about the sound splitter feature, so you can split your audio. I think this is pretty cool, and I really think Windows maybe should build this in. Certainly NVDA should have it. Windows kind of, I guess doesn't really have that. I was going to say it kind of does, but I was thinking about adjusting balance, and you can't adjust balance per app. So, yeah. Anyway, I think that's pretty cool. Let's see, audio ducking. I always think of ducks when I hear about this feature. It's now available if it's been routed to either the left or the right sound speaker. So I guess when you're using audio splitting, you can do audio ducking. If you're focused on a link in an email message, you can say a command to tell you the address, thanks to Sharky.
Hey,
Sharky.
Yeah.
Wake up, Sharky. It'll tell
that
you
could
word
be good
count
to
status.
help like fishing, maybe.
Yeah. It'll tell you word count status. They addressed a bug where it wasn't telling you it was reading the keyboard or clipboard history or the emojis in Windows 11, so that's good.
Oh yeah, that is nice.
In Google Sheets, there was some kind of an issue where it was reading the previous cell along with the current cell when using table navigation, so that's addressed.
That's good.
There's an option in quick settings to toggle the sounds that are heard when autocomplete list is opened or closed, like for to or CC. There's improved performance when using Citrix and Excel.
Oh, that's good.
Selection deleted. When deleting a block of text, it'll say selection deleted.
Yeah, you'd think they would have had that a while ago, but that's cool.
Let's see. When deleting a line in Word, there's some issue where JAWS would only report the first letter of each line while navigating. That's kind of serious. I'm glad they fixed that.
Yeah.
So JAWS was announcing an extra item in a radio button group in Firefox, so that's been fixed.
Yeah, I'm very glad they fixed that one. That one bugged me.
Yeah. There was an issue where JAWS apparently kept saying star every time you hit backspace in an empty password field. You can just keep hitting backspace, and it was deleting phantom characters that weren't actually there. When entering text into Word or an Outlook message in any language other than English, there's some kind of an issue where JAWS was reading as if there were no spaces between words. This was observed with several international languages. So apparently that's been fixed. That's good. When you press Control-Enter to open a link in a new tab and use Control-Tab, switch to it, JAWS would continue reading the previous page instead of the new page that gained info. That's been fixed.
That's good.
All these make me really glad that I'm not using JAWS because I don't run into these in NVDA, but
oh, this next one's going to make you even gladder.
And Google Chat added the ability to press Control-Up arrow to display the most recent message from the chat history in the chat edit field. This functionality will be available in an update to Google Chat coming soon.
Why do you want it in the edit field? Like, I don't understand.
All right. JAWS and
Maybe
Fusion
for
users
copying
will
and
now
pasting.
have limited access to the Windows terminal / PowerShell. The December update has some of this working now, and we will continue to expand and improve the support for this with upcoming releases. Okay, so we just decided to read all that in case you didn't want to go through this guide yourself and read it. Otherwise, if you do, you can go to the link and check it out yourself. This is for JAWS users of that update. I don't normally read articles that thoroughly, but I figured a lot of you are using JAWS and care about what it's...
Yeah.
So, yeah. All right, this next one, I think, are we surprised, Kirt?
No. Are we surprised by the music?
By the music.
Oh. Oh, my YouTube stream just started playing. Okay, never mind.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, what music?
That was really weird. It just started playing, and I was like, what? Oh, man. Yeah, so this next one. T-Mobile had another data breach, ladies and gentlemen.
Another one?
Yeah, another one.
How many have they had this year? Just alone this year?
I think 2 that we know
and
of.
I think this is like their 7th since 2018. I saw some crazy stat like that. It's like 5 or 7 since 2018.
So,
oh boy.
like in some ways, this might not be as bad as the last one because it's not looking like it's credit card information. But what it is there's a lot of SIM swapping where, they'll get a hold of your SIM card and change your phone number or maybe buy a new phone on your account and deactivate your line. So, like, if you're a T-Mobile customer, and I hate to say this, but it's probably good to, change your passwords again and, reset up your two-factor again. Because,
yeah, it might be also worth calling T-Mobile to see if they have any kind of a process for setting up a PIN to make sure your number is not ported out, like a separate PIN from your actual account PIN, and see if there's anything that they can do to prevent. There's nothing they can do for SIM swaps, other than maybe send you a text to tell you it happened, but. This is why we don't recommend using your phone number for anything that involves using two-factor authentication. And this is actually a little bit of a big problem because in a lot of places, even if you're not using your phone number as two-factor authentication, the fallback, if you don't have that source, if you don't have that whatever you are using, the fallback is using your text, your phone.
Yeah.
And so if there's a way to disable that, which there are for some things, you really should, because having your number stolen using a SIM swap also could possibly mean, especially if they've gotten your data through another data breach, is being able to access your other accounts. So this is why we recommend the use of a password manager and the use of not using your phone for two-factor authentication. Unless it's like an app, like like an authentication app that generates codes or something. Those are okay.
Yeah, like Authy or Google Authenticator.
Yeah, those are fine. All right, well, we've lost someone in my babbling about this, so maybe I offended a T-Mobile user. If I have offended you, or maybe it was my JAWS babble. If I have, sorry, but I suppose we'll move on. Now this next one's pretty cool. I've read this one, I forget when it was, like today or yesterday or something. What's the penny challenge?
So what the penny challenge is, apparently it came from TikTok. And the whole idea...
Oh, imagine that. It came from TikTok.
Yeah.
By the way, it's the most popular site on the web now.
Yeah.
It has even surpassed Google.
That's crazy to me, but yeah, it's true. And yeah, so the idea behind this is you take a penny, trying to remember how it goes. I think it's you plug something into an outlet and then, like, touch a penny to the metal part of the plug?
Yeah.
Like, and then see what happens? Like, that is actually...
This reminds me
not
of the
a very
Bleach
good
challenge, or the, I don't know.
idea. Tide Pod, yeah.
Yeah, eating Tide Pods. Didn't all those stuff start on TikTok, too?
Yeah, I think so. But...
I think there's a lot of very smart people on TikTok. I don't know. Maybe that's where our former president, got his idea that we should all swallow bleach.
Yeah.
Maybe that came from TikTok. I'm not sure. Anyway, I should probably stick to
careful, but yeah. So what happened here is, I guess a 10-year-old girl with her mom asked Alexa, give me a challenge, and Alexa pulled this from a website and said, "Hey, how about you stick a penny in an outlet?" And of course now it's gone viral and Alexa's fixed it, but
This next one, some of you might know that I recommend 1Password as a password manager because I believe it to be a secure password manager. It's using both a password and a secret key, and it lets you set up two-factor authentication. They're just a very secure password manager. And it's a pretty small entity with the developers that are very much invested in accessibility. I've reached out to them through their web forums, about issues that they have very quickly resolved. Some issues are still working out, especially with their new 1Password 8 or whatever their new one is. I think it's 1Password 8. But they're very, very invested in accessibility. And this next article is a kind of a reflection of that because they're looking for information from
iOS
users or iOS users. Yeah. So if you're on iSheep and you want to provide feedback to 1Password, then definitely do that. They're looking for information about accessible design, best practice, and personal preferences, apparently.
Oh.
So might be worth checking that out and giving them any kind of feedback, especially if you use it. I have used 1Password on iOS and actually found it worked quite well. But I know that they are working on 1Password 8, so this is probably the time to give them any kind of feedback. But I haven't really had too many issues with 1Password. When I did use it on iOS, I don't particularly use it much anymore on iOS because I don't really use iOS. But, yeah.
Fair enough. I might have to give it a try. I've been using Bitwarden, and I like it. It works, but, sometimes there's just a couple extra steps that if I could have maybe a couple more keystrokes or something, it might be good.
Yeah, 1Password, by the way, has its own authenticator, and it'll autofill the keys from like sites that you add an OTP code to it. It'll autofill those 6-digit codes.
Oh.
So you can scan those into 1Password. Actually, I think you can do that with Bitwarden. I'll tell you what took me off of Bitwarden, though, is there was an issue with Bitwarden where if you went into the Android app, and I think they might have fixed this, but if you logged into the Android app or tried to log in, or let's say you had a prompt for your password, and you kept swiping, if you kept on swiping, you'd eventually get to your passwords, your list of accounts and your passwords. They weren't visible on screen. But, it's kind of an interesting question as how encrypted are they when...
before you even logged in?
Yeah, before you logged in. So, you had to have logged in at least once. But once you're logged in, and then, of course, you go to your master password so that you authenticate or whatever, for autofilling a password or something.
Right.
Then, if you just kept on swiping, you would reach... You would go past the password prompt that's actually displayed on the page, and then you would land in your actual app. And then, that's not actually visible, but you can actually open up any of the usernames or passwords and do whatever you like with them.
Wow. Okay.
So this is an issue a few months back, and it kind of got me to switch away from Bitwarden. I'm not sure that it's still an issue. And if it isn't,
I've never ran into that.
Yeah, if it isn't, that's cool. I mean, Bitwarden is is fine. So anyway, there we go.
Cool.
Let's see, this Libby.
Overdrive, yeah?
Looks like they've got an update. They're providing accessibility enhancements. Let's see. Better screen reader support, mobile variable audio book narration speeds are among some of the improvements. Will make accessing library books content more accessible.
Haven't they been notoriously very inaccessible forever?
I have absolutely no idea. I've never used them. Actually, that's not true. I used them probably about 10 years ago, and at least then they were okay. I think they had a Windows app, maybe.
Okay.
I'm not sure. But anyway, when I used them like 10 years ago, I was able to download a book. But I'm not really sure. That's not a fair evaluation of a, We can't say that I did something 10 years ago, and this must be the case today.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've never used it. I've just heard a lot of people say, I've had a lot of access issues. But,
Now, I'm not sure. I mean, maybe it's on some platforms and not others. Anyway, if you're using this app, you can tell us. But apparently now their accessibility is better, so if you haven't tried it like me in 10 years, maybe it's worth giving it a shot if it's something that you want to get books. And it's kind of a cheaper way to get audiobooks. If you can sign up for your local library.
Yeah.
That doesn't really cost anything, and you can just get books that way. Instead of buying them on can't say that stupid site Audible.
This is Audible.
Yes, I keep wanting to say Audible.
Yeah, no, that would be cool. I'll have to give it a look, actually, because I do listen to a lot of audiobooks.
Yes. Okay, well, if you're still here, looks like we dropped all the way from 5 to 2, so people got tired and didn't care about the giveaway. So for the two of you that are still here, that means that you got pretty good odds of getting the giveaway.
Yeah.
Oh, God. All right. Let's see. What's next? Should we do Google Docs dictation?
Sure.
That way we get Kirt ready for his VM thing. Okay, so Google Docs has a feature where you can dictate text. You can literally speak what you want to write and dictate text. Another thing, though, that you can do is dictate things like punctuation, dictate things like you want to select the paragraph or select next word or select a specific word, something like that. Let's see, actually, they have a website here that I've got pulled up as their help article. Let's see all that you can say. And I'll tell you how to activate that. And I think it's a worthwhile feature for anyone wanting to use it. There's also a few accessibility commands as well for anyone who wants to use it. And especially if you have a hard time with keyboard, or maybe if you know anyone that has other disabilities, or just simply want to save yourself some time, you can use dictation. So let's see. Some of the things that you can also correct your mistakes as well. So while you're typing, you can move your cursor and fix it without turning off the microphone. And then you can just move back to continue. So that works as well. You can add punctuation. So you can say period, comma, exclamation point, question mark, new line, new paragraph. All right, let's see what we can say. To select text, we got 27 different commands. We can say select word or phrase, select all matching text, select list item, select list items at current level, which is really handy. That's something I use a lot. Select next character, select next number of characters, select last character, select last number of characters, select line, select next line, select next, and then number of lines. So like you can say select the next 4 lines, select last line, select last number of lines, select paragraph. Same thing with paragraph, next, last, number. You can do the same with words. You can say deselect. You can say unselect. You can say select none. Then we can also do some text formatting. So we can say apply heading 1 through 6, which is great for if you want to add headings to your document. We can apply normal text. So that's really good as well. We can do subtitle. We can do title. We can do bold, italicize, italics, strike through, subscript, superscript, underline, uppercase, title case, lowercase. We can do some text color. Can tell it text color. Can highlight color, background color, remove background color. The colors available so that you can tell it what color you'd like are red, red berry, orange, yellow, green, cyan, blue, cornflower blue, purple, magenta, black, white, and gray. For all colors except black and white, you can add light or dark along with numbers 1 through 3. So you can do like gray 1. Actually, gray has 1 through 4. So you can say dark purple 3. If you say highlight by itself, the highlighting color is yellow. You can change your font size. You can say decrease or increase font size, or you can say a specific point. Font size 6 to font size 400. I'm not sure who reads with a 400 point font, but nonetheless, you can increase your font to 400. I wonder if that's like a character for 5 pages. Make bigger, make smaller. And then we can do paragraph formatting as well. So we can do decrease or increase indent, line spacing 1 through 100, line spacing double, line spacing single. You can do line alignment, align center, align justified, along align left, align right, center align, left align, right align. We can apply columns, say apply 1 column, apply 2 columns, apply 3 columns. You can also say column options, insert column break. You can tell it to create a bulleted list, create a numbered list, insert a bullet, insert a number. You can remove formatting by saying clear formatting, remove bold, remove italics, remove strike through, remove underline. There's also lots of editing commands as well, so we can do copy, cut, paste, delete, delete last word, delete word or phrase, insert link, and then say the URL that you want to insert. Copy link, delete link, insert table of contents, delete table of contents, update table of contents, insert comment, then you can say your comment, insert bookmark, insert equation, insert footer, insert footnote, insert header, insert horizontal line, insert page break. If you say delete by itself, you'll delete the word before the cursor. If you select the text of a URL and say insert link, the selected text becomes a hyperlink. There's a lot of commands for tables as well, so you can insert a table, you can say 1 through 20 rows by 1 through 20 columns. Insert row, insert column, insert new column on the left, insert new row above, insert new row below, insert delete column, delete row, delete table, remove column, remove row, remove table, exit table. Then you can move around your document. So you can say like You can go to end of paragraph, or move to end of start of paragraph, next or previous, character, column, footnote, formatting change, heading level 1, etc. You can say forward a certain number of characters or backwards a certain number of characters and words, etc. You could say up or down a set number of lines or paragraphs. So this is a really quick way for navigating through your document. You can also scroll. You can just say scroll down or scroll up. Okay, so that's a lot of commands, and essentially what you need to take away from that is say what you'd like to do, and it'll probably work. Okay. The way to access the voice typing commands is to go to the Tools menu. So Alt-T if you're using Chrome, or Alt-Shift-T if you're not using Chrome. And we're going to go to voice typing. There is a hotkey, by the way, Control-Shift-S to start the dictation. And it'll tell you exactly what that is when you open this up. So once you go to this voice typing, then you can just start talking and saying whatever you'd like to say. And when you're done, you can just say stop dictating, or whatever you'd like to do that. So, hello, comma, this is a test, period. Hello, comma, this is a test, period. And if you say that, it'll automatically type it in. So, let's see. I will share the screen. And we'll actually do a little bit of a demo of some of these commands. Just make sure that we could use them with accessibility tools running. So I'll share the screen. And all right. So I'm going to hit the, let's see. I should probably slow down the speech, change the synthesizer. Let's see. Why isn't this working here? Oh, there we go. Okay.
StreamYard.com is share untitled blank.
All right. So now we'll just do dictation. We'll go Control-Shift-S to start dictating, and I will just write a couple of sentences here.
Voice typing turned on.
Hello, Kirt, comma. This is a test of using voice dictation, period. How are you? Question mark. New paragraph. What are you doing for New Year's? Question mark.
Hello, Kirt. This is a test of using voice dictation. How, blank, what are you doing for New Year's? Hello, Kirt, U-K-U-R-T-R.
Delete.
Yeah, it spelled my name wrong.
Space, O-R.
So there we go. I just corrected it.
G-N-G-O, blank, hello key, so there are G there, undo.
Let's,
blank, hello key, so there are, undo. Blank, hello key, I, space.
There we go.
T-O-G-O-T.
Oh, I'm not sure why it's...
tick, undo. Undo. Hello K-I-R, there we go.
Doesn't seem to be typing where I would like it to type. Oh, okay. I need to turn off dictation. It's because I'm talking and it's typing what I'm talking. So
AA said hello K. Undo.
I was wondering why I was doing that.
Hello, Kirt. This is a T.
I should swear.
I-R-T, comma.
There we go. So now I've gotten what I wanted to write in this document.
What are you doing for New Year's?
And
blank.
Let's just do some navigation commands. So let's just... I'll start typing again, and we'll just say, I don't know, previous line.
Voice typing turned on.
Previous line.
Undo.
Previous line.
Undo.
Select all.
Undo. Hello, Kirt. This is a test of using voice dictation. How are you? What are you doing for New Year's? Selected.
Delete.
Unselected.
Okay.
Blank. Why? Blank.
Oh, no, still typing.
Voice type.
Okay, all right. So as you can
Blank.
see, it will dictate exactly what you want. You can do some basic navigation commands, and it works pretty well. So I recommend giving it a go, trying out some dictation. There's also some accessibility things that you can say as well.
Virtual. Stream.
Let's see here.
Stream. Stop. Hide.
There we go. I'll stop the sharing. So there are some accessibility things that you can also say as well. And I will tell you what those are here once I get back here. Okay, so for accessibility, you can do the following things. You can say cursor location, from current, speak cursor location, speak from cursor location. So that's kind of like the read to the end of the document. Speak selection formatting, speak table, row and column headers. I can't speak. Speak table cell location, speak table column header, speak table row header, which is really helpful if you're in a table, for instance, and you don't want to use the docs convoluted Control, Alt, Shift, whatever, stand on your head and twiddle your toes commands. Yeah. Kirt, what do you think of that? Do you use this feature? Looks like you're muted, maybe.
There we go. I'm back. Hello.
Yes, welcome back.
Yeah, so I've used it a little bit. I need to use it more, though, because it does seem like, especially for table navigation, like it could be better than...
Yeah, there's a lot of commands. It's great for text selection. It's also great for moving quickly. So let's say you want the third paragraph, like you're working with coworkers and they say, yeah, something's on the third paragraph. You can just say, go to paragraph 3. Or,
yeah.
So it really is a handy feature. Can be an accessibility feature for some, or just a way to save yourself some time. But you do have to have a pretty decent mic and hopefully a quiet space. And if
you
like
have to know.
And if you try to use dictation while you're actually speaking to people, you should realize that what it's going to do is dictate. So you need to use the command to turn it on and turn it off. And that is Control Shift S.
Yeah, I'll have to use it more because, like, I mean, I don't mind formatting things with the keyboard usually, but I can see how there are some situations where that would be a lot faster than, like, selecting a whole list of things with a keyboard or, bolding just a title or, like... I can see how it could save time for sure.
Yep. Okay, well, let's see. Now, you're going to teach us how to run Windows from our Chromebook.
Yeah. I am indeed. So... what I wanted to cover here was the concept of virtual machines, kind of what they are, what they might be used for, and why you might want to use them. So a virtual machine is pretty much just running an operating system inside of another computer's operating system. So you are using your normal computer's operating system, and inside of that, you're making a little container that's using, your memory, your processor, your same computer resources to make another operating system. Kind of like a box inside of your main one. So that is how, for example, you can run Android apps on Chrome OS. that is how you can run like iOS apps on Mac. And that's how you can learn Linux, or you can learn Mac. You can learn, Mac OS VoiceOver on a Windows computer without having to get a whole new computer. You can use a virtual machine. Now, there's two ways to do this. You can either do one on your computer, like how the Chromebook does with Android, or the Chromebook does with Linux. Or, now if you have a powerful computer, like Nimer's, Ryzen 16 gig RAM, whatever, that's pretty well suited to that task. My Chromebook with a little 2-core i3, 8 gigs of RAM, that's pretty good for a Chromebook. But that's not got a whole lot of resources to try and make a whole Windows operating system inside of Chrome OS. So I decided just a few days ago that I would try and start playing around on the cloud. And so what the cloud is, people talk about the cloud a lot. And really that's just using other people's computers to do things that you might do on your computer. So, instead of like needing to host a website on your own, or, so many things. Running, like instead of needing to use your computer resources, the big tech companies, and lots of other people too, but for our purposes here today, it's mostly the big tech companies, Amazon, Google, and Microsoft. They will sell computer space and have lots of different services you can do with that space. So that's how a lot of businesses run their websites or have their networks. And it makes a lot of sense for businesses because they don't have to pay for really expensive computers as much. They can pay a lot less money to have somebody else's computers do the work for them. So I figured, why not try and run Windows on one of these cloud services? Now, like I said, I've only been doing this for a few days, so today is mostly going to be just a proof of concept to show you how it works after it's been set up. The setup process is pretty lengthy for one of these. It probably takes like 15 minutes to a half hour or so. At least for me now, because I'm still kind of figuring out how it all works. So if there's more interest, I can actually do a detailed demo and set up a virtual desktop and make a totally new one instead of just log into one I've already made. If we want to do that, maybe I'll do a recording on the YouTube channel of actually setting one up. But in the meantime, I've used Amazon Workspaces, and that's through what's called the Amazon Web Services Console. And so how it works is I signed up, I gave them my credit card, and you can use what's called the Amazon Workspaces, is their virtual desktop service. And you log in there and it asks you what kind of a computer you want to run. So I went a little bit overkill. I have 16 gigs of RAM. I've got, one of their stronger processors they offer. I got way too much solid state drive on this thing. It's got like 400 gigabytes. And the next one I make, I think I'm going to cut that down because that's slightly expensive. That's costing me about 50 cents an hour I use it. Now, you can choose how to pay for these. You can have it be, if it's something that you want to have online 24/7, you can pay a monthly price. For this machine, it would have been about $150 a month. But if you did something like, say, 8 gigs of RAM, a slightly more normal processor, 200 gig solid state drive, something like that, that could run you closer to like $75 to $100 a month range, maybe less. if it was on 24/7. But what I chose to do was to have it pay by the hour. And so this one is like 50 cents an hour. You know, it has like a small setup fee. It's like $5. So mine right now is running me like 50 cents an hour that I use it. I think the next one I set up, I'm going to try and make it more in like the 25 to 30 cents an hour range. But that opens up a lot of doors. So say you're in a situation like me where you broke your Windows laptop and you want to use Windows, but you can't afford a whole new $1,000 computer at the moment. Or you have to do some accessibility testing. Or maybe you just want to learn a new operating system. You know, this is a way to do it. So I'm going to share my screen here.
By the way, while you do that, Carrie wanted to know if this feature is only accessible for docs, the one that we were talking about before, and it's also available for slides, speaker notes, and so you certainly can use it with that. And but each number of products have their own dictation. So Windows has their own. I think that's like Windows H or something. It's not as powerful. Mac also has their own, and Office has its own. So it depends on what you're using. They might have their own kind of feature similar to this, but this is
Sharing your screen, sharing your screen audio.
Oh.
Here we go.
Did it start this?
Myself.
Okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right. And by the way, we did see another comment earlier from Michael about during the JAWS presentation, talking about how that Braille display clock could be useful for like live broadcasters doing radio. So I wanted to acknowledge that as well. But anyways, back to Amazon Workspaces. So
StreamYard logo. Visited. Link. Virtual machines. Formatting Google Docs with your voice and Happy Newyear giveaway.
all right, let me slow this down a bit here.
Pitch 50%.
Oh, I always do that.
Pitch 44%. Rate 60%. Rate 46%. Rate 40%. Rate 37%.
No, that's too much.
Pitch 50%.
Oh, hell.
Pitch 44%. Rate 35%. Rate 37%. Rate 40%.
There we go. I'll just leave it there. Alrighty, so I found... Now, so how they have this Amazon Workspaces set up is once you configure your machine, they send you a link and they say you can download the client that you can use. And you have choices between like a web app, an Android client, they have one for iOS, they have one for Windows, they've got one for Linux. So I'm going to use the Android one on my Chromebook here. So I'll go to Launcher.
Launcher. Button. Shelf. Toolbar. Search your device. Apps. Settings.
I'll
and
just
web.
search for
K,
Workspace.
F, E. Displaying 6 results for Amazon Workspaces. Installed app. List item. 1 of 6.
Amazon
List box. List items.
Workspaces. All right,
Group.
so I'll go ahead and open Amazon
Press search plus space to
Workspaces.
activate. Amazon Workspaces. Window. Entered full screen. Amazon Workspaces. Application.
And again, today my point isn't really to walk through the technicalities of said
Workspaces. AWS. Please log in with your Workspaces credentials. Heading 4.
It looks like you're muted. No.
Chrome. StreamYard.
Am I
Window.
muted? Hello?
Play broadcast.
Welcome
Line Tag
back.
Adventures YouTube.
Hello? That was weird. Is my screen share muted?
No, you're back
broadcast.
now.
Button.
You were
You
were
talking, but nothing was coming out.
Wow. Okay, that I have no idea how that happened. Anyways, I'm hoping that this Amazon Web Service is gonna let me share the audio here. So anyways, I happen to know from trial and error in this Android app that on a Chromebook it works better with TalkBack. So
Please log in with your Workspaces credentials.
let me turn on TalkBack here. Chromevox A right bracket.
Memory. Kirt. Edit box. Username. Press
Oh,
search
and
plus
look,
space
it
to edit
remembers my
text. Edit box.
username. Very good.
Password. Edit box. Password. Text. Password. Press search plus space to edit. Editing options available.
All
Search plus
right.
enter view.
And I will... This particular password is one that I wrote down and will remember, or I know in my head. So I'll just type that in here.
Bullet. 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 Sign in button. Press search plus space to activate.
All right. Now we're going to sign in.
Workspaces. AWS apps authentication. Web view.
Come on.
Starting workspace.
Oh, see that? Starting workspace. You kind of
workspace.
got to give it a second here.
Starting workspace.
Come on.
Starting workspace.
It might not like StreamYard. Come on. Come on.
By the way, I want to thank, we got, looks like 9 in here watching, so thank you very much, whoever you are, and appreciate that you're in here. We'll
Very
be
nice.
doing the giveaway once we're done here, but, or at least talking, we'll explain the rules again. And, yeah, thank you for coming in here. Happy New Year. And, all right, I will mute again, and we'll see where
All right.
Kurt's at.
Well, it's looking like it's going to have a fight with
Starting workspace.
StreamYard here.
Resuming workspace.
Come on.
Resuming workspace.
Resuming workspace. Come on.
Resuming workspace.
Let me see.
Memory. Kirt. WSPDX plus M58 and 46.
I'm just flicking through the screen here.
Starting workspace.
Yeah, it...
Welcome to
Oh.
NVDA. Welcome to NVDA. Most commands for controlling NVDA require you to hold down the
There
NVDA
we
key
go.
while pressing other keys by default. The numpad insert and main insert keys may not be used as the NVDA key. You can also configure NVDA to use the caps lock as the NVDA key. Press NVDA plus enter.
Look at
And tap
that.
the
So
NVDA
I'm
menu. From this
in
menu, you can configure
NVDA.
NVDA get help and access other NVDA functions. Options, grouping, keyboard layout, combo box, desktop, collapse, alt plus K.
Let's get out of here.
Use caps lock as an NVDA modify key checkbox, check alt plus U.
See, so I'm just tabbing through the NVDA menu here.
Stop NVDA after I sign in checkbox, check alt plus A. Show this dialog when
Where's
NVDA
that?
stops checkbox, check alt OK button.
Okay, there we go. Now just press space.
Space, desktop list, recycled in not selected 1 of 3.
So I only have 3 things on this desktop here. So, one thing I will say is if you're doing this on a Chromebook or you're doing this on like an Android phone or iOS phone, you want to have a Bluetooth keyboard. The reason for that is you have to be able to use the modifier keys for the screen readers. So I'm using my QBraille 40 XL here that I'm got connected to the Chromebook. And let me just open Firefox here.
Firefox 2 of 3.
So there are a few limitations, like I don't have a Windows key that works because my Chromebook still thinks that's the search key because this is still like inside of Chrome OS. So I have to do Control Escape to get to the start menu. And so like my Windows M, Windows D don't work. Well, first let me slow down NVDA to make it more normal speechy for most people. So I'll do Insert N.
NVDA menu. Preferences submenu key.
Just arrowing through the NVDA menu.
Tools submenu key. Preferences submenu key. Settings S. Speech dictionary submenu key.
Speech dictionary. Well, no, I want settings.
Settings S. NVDA settings. General normal configuration dialog. Categories list. General 1 of 14.
Then I go to speech.
Speech 2 of 14.
And
Speech property page. Synthesizer grouping. Edit read only multi-line. Change button alt plus H. Voice combo box English rate written collapse variant. Combo box max collapse alt plus A. Rate slider 75 alt plus R. 777 668.
it's been so long since I've used NVDA that I forget the hotkeys for adjusting this on the fly. I know they exist.
46.
There we go. That's good enough.
Desktop list. Firefox 2 of 3.
All right, so let me download LibreOffice. Now, when you configure this, you can set it up. One of the options is to have it set up with Microsoft Word for like 10 extra cents an hour. I didn't do that. So I will open Firefox.
Mozilla Firefox. Mozilla set as default browser button. Not now button. Set as default browser button.
Yeah, sure, you can be my default. And now I have all of my Windows keystrokes that are normally my Windows keystrokes, I have here, with the exception of the Windows key.
Navigation toolbar settings, default apps, settings window, web browser, Internet Explorer button.
No, let's... Hello.
Internet Explorer, that's cool.
Yeah, this one I set up, it was running Windows Server 2017 or 2016. So
Okay.
the next one I make, it's going to have an actual newer Windows.
I'm kind of wondering if it's going to let you run, if you can use Ninite on that and install LibreOffice that way. It'll be interesting.
Oh, I probably... We can find out.
Yeah.
Fox button.
Firefox. There we go.
Web browser, Firefox button.
All right.
Choose an app window, Firefox button.
Okay.
Internet Explorer button.
Firefox.
Firefox button. Space, web browser, Firefox button.
There we go.
Reset button. Choose default app by file type link. Choose default app
Come on.
by set default by app link.
Get out of here. Alt F4.
Home button. Search box. Find a setting grouping.
Alright,
Search
so let's
End
go.
broadcast. Button.
landscape.
Press
Landscape.
search plus space to activate.
Oh,
Exit
so
full screen.
I just alt-tabbed into the StreamYard here, so let me get back into the virtual machine.
Full screen. Button. Main. Amazon Workspaces.
Landscape,
Window.
landscape,
StreamYard.
landscape.
Desktop content shared. Tab. 1 of 2.
Control Escape.
Mozilla Firefox. Navigation toolbar. Combo box.
There we
collapsed.
go.
Search with Google or enter address edit collapsed.
So let me go to...
www.nintni.
Wow, I can't type today.
ID.com. Collapse. New tab.
Ninite.com.
Busy. Button. Personalize new tab. Click the global main landmark button. Search with Google or enter address. List with 8 items. Clickable link. Amazon sponsored. Menu button. Sub menu. Open context menu for Amazon. Navigation landmark list with 4 items. Link help. We also have a page for screen reader friendly accessible apps at ninite.com/accessible link. Heading level 1.
Okay, so let me see if I remember how to set this
Navigation
up.
landmark list with 4 items. Link sign into Pro. Link Ninite Pro.
Oh, I don't have an account yet.
Link
Okay.
feedback. Link help. Out of list visited link graphic Ninite. Visited link graphic Ninite.
So I'm just arrowing through.
List
Yeah,
with
go
4
ahead.
items. Link help.
You can navigate by checkboxes. You can also get to the category by heading. I think there's a office heading or something.
Okay, so let's do...
We also have a page for screen reader. Install and update all your programs at once. Heading level 4. Always up to date. Heading level 4. Trusted by millions. Heading 1. Pick the apps you want. Heading level 3. List with 30 items. Web browsers. Heading level 4. Messaging. Heading level 4. Media. Heading level 4.
Oh, well, let's set up a whole thing here.
Messaging. Heading level 4. Web browsers. Heading level 4.
So web browsers.
List with 4 items. Clickable. Checkbox not checked. Chrome.
Yeah, let's put Chrome on here.
Checked. Fast browser by Google 96.0.4664. Clickable. Checkbox not checked. Opera.
No. Okay. Don't want Opera.
Clickable. Firefox. Checkbox not checked. Clickable. Edge. Checkbox not checked.
Do I want Edge? No.
Messaging. Heading level 4.
Messaging, I'll skip that for now.
Media. Heading level 4.
Media, let's see what's under here. So now I'm pressing X to jump by checkboxes.
List with 30 items. Clickable. iTunes. Checkbox not checked.
No.
Clickable. VLC. Checkbox not checked.
Yeah, we can have you.
Checked. Clickable. AMP. Checkbox not checked.
AMP? What is AMP?
Out of checkbox. Space. Space. A. I. M. P. Space.
Someone's gonna have to tell me what AMP is.
I think it's a media player.
Oh, is it what Winamp used to be? Anyways.
Clickable. Foobar.
No.
2000. Checkbox not checked.
Ooh, Foobar. Okay.
Clickable. Winamp. Checkbox not checked.
Now, I will say Oh, Winamp is here. Cool. Yeah, I'll get Winamp. Why the heck not?
Checked.
Because it kicks all the other players. Word I can't say on a stream. So, the thing that was hard for me, the hardest part of this was turning on Narrator. Like, when you start the virtual machine, the normal Narrator keystroke uses the Windows key, so that didn't work. So it took me a minute to realize I had to press Control Escape, and then just type Narrator, and then press Enter, and then then I had Narrator and I was fine. But I can demo that next time.
Runtimes. Heading level 4.
Runtimes, no.
Imaging. Heading level 4. List with 10 items. Clickable creator checkbox not checked.
Oh, this is cool.
Clickable blender checkbox not checked.
I don't want to mess with this.
Documents heading level 4.
Ooh, documents.
List with 5 items. Clickable Foxit reader checkbox not checked.
No.
Clickable LibreOffice checkbox not checked.
LibreOffice. Cool.
Checked.
Here we go.
Security heading level 4. File sharing heading level 4.
I don't necessarily need to worry about security apps as much because this is all on Amazon servers and they have those pretty locked down.
Online storage heading level 4. Other heading level 4.
Oh, let's see. Online storage.
Online storage heading level 4.
Maybe I'll download Google Drive.
List with 4 items. Clickable Dropbox checkbox not checked. Clickable Google Drive for desktop checkbox not checked. Checked. Clickable OneDrive checkbox not checked. Clickable SugarSync checkbox not checked.
Wow, SugarSync. I haven't used that in years. Okay.
Other heading level 4.
Other.
List with 6 items. Clickable Evernote checkbox not checked. Clickable Google Earth checkbox not checked. Clickable Steam checkbox not checked.
Ooh, Steam. I wish that was accessible here. I mean, it probably is. I've got the machine for it.
Clickable KeyPass2 checkbox not checked. Clickable Everything checkbox not checked.
Everything. What the heck?
Password Manager 2.49. Clickable checkbox not local file search engine 1.4.1.1009.
Okay.
Clickable checkbox not checked NV access.
Oh, hey,
Everything's a
NV.
great search tool.
Okay, maybe I'll get everything. Oh, hey, an NV access. I wonder if I can set this up. I need to figure out how. So Amazon, of course, in their management console, they have something called a Cloud Shell, which lets you control a lot of how these machines get set up in a command line. I still need to learn more about how to use that. That's kind of my next step. But my hope is that I can configure it so every time I make one of these new machines, if it's Windows, it'll automatically download NVDA. I think Amazon has that service. But in the meantime, if I hadn't gotten NVDA, it's here.
Local file search engine 1.4. Clickable checks not checked everything.
I'll get everything.
Checked. Load clicker screen reader 2 out of list heading level 4 utilities. Compression heading level 4. Developer tools heading level 4. Compression heading level 4.
Do I want to
List
get
with 3
something
items.
like...
Clickable checkbox not checked 7-zip.
Yeah, 7-zip is good.
Checked.
Let's look at
Compression heading
utilities.
level 4 utilities heading level list with 12 items. Clickable checkbox not checked TeamViewer 15.
Yeah, let's get TeamViewer.
Checked.
So, I just want you guys to understand, like, I'm still kind of in awe that I'm doing this on a Chromebook. And I've got my normal keyboard commands. I'm just pressing H to jump around by heading. Like, all the first letter commands I'm used to for navigating are here.
Compression heading level 4.
Compression.
Developer tools heading level 4. 2. Download and run your custom installer / updater heading level 3.
Okay, download and run my custom installer updater.
Button Alt plus Shift plus you get your Ninite.
Get my Ninite, okay.
Ninite works on Windows 10, 8.x, 7, and equivalent. Button Alt plus Shift plus you get your Ninite. Ninite 7-zip Chrome everything Google opening Ninite 7-zip Chrome everything installer.exe dialog you have chosen to open. Ninite 7-zip Chrome everything installer.exe edit read only selected the save file button.
Save file, okay.
Ninite 7-zip Chrome everything Google Drive for desktop LibreOffice TeamViewer 15 VLC Winamp unattended silent installer and updater Mozilla Firefox. Ninite 7-zip Chrome everything Google Drive for desktop LibreOffice TeamViewer 15 VLC Winamp unattended silent installer and updater document navigation landmark visited link graphic Ninite.
Okay, so let me check my downloads here. So I will press Control Escape on my Braille display.
Settings.
And shouldn't have done that. Let's see what
Full
it's
screen.
doing.
Button. Main.
Landscape.
Oh, it looks like Kirt got kicked out, but I'm sure he will be back in here shortly. And if you are watching this, thank you for still being here. Definitely appreciate you. And he will be in here shortly. So, looks like we have a Sneed Mobile Tech. Hello, Sneed Mobile Tech. Virtual machines interesting. I'm all ears. Hello there. Glad that you're in here. see here Kirt comes back in here. This is just a demo of virtual machines using screen readers, but he's also running them on a Chromebook. And we'll do a holiday giveaway. We'll give the rules for that once he returns. His internet probably dropped in again, but let's see. I'll just reach out to him and make sure that he is aware that he got disconnected. Alright, we'll be right back. Enjoy the show, everybody. Alright, we're giving Kirt a call, and we'll see what he has to say. I'm not sure, maybe his phone's on, hopefully his phone's not on Do Not Disturb. But we might have to pick this up next week, so if Kirt doesn't come back in here in a minute or two, I will give the things for the giveaway. Yep, he's not here. Oh, look, okay. Alright, well, go ahead and give the rules for the giveaway, and then we'll just pick this up next week where he left off. I think the point was made that it's pretty cool. You can run this stuff on a Chromebook, and he was going to do the Nanite install, which probably would have worked, and we demoed that last week, so give that a go. And looks like Gene, he is subscribed, new to the live streams. Thank you for subscribing, truly appreciate it. Also appreciate you liking, hitting the share, subscribe, that's always good. And well, yeah, so okay, the rules for the giveaways, pretty simple. What you're going to do is send an email, and email address send an email address nimerjabber1@gmail.com. Put it in the chat. nimerjabber1@gmail.com. Just threw up there in the chat. Send an email. Code word. Make the code word boots, because it's snowy in a lot of places. You're going to be wearing boots. So the code word will be boots. Send that code word along. Next week, come back and we'll do a drawing. And out of the people who send that email, we'll do the drawing. And if you're lucky, you will win a $50 Amazon gift card. Or if you don't use Amazon, whatever gift card of your choosing, or simply just a PayPal, $50. So come back next Thursday we go live 6 p.m. Pacific Time, 0200 UTC every week. That is 0200 UTC on Fridays, otherwise 6 p.m. Pacific Thursday evenings, and we will do that drawing. All right. So if you're still here, thank you very much for popping in. Definitely appreciate you all. If you'd like to come on and chat and give our audience something to chat about, you're more than welcome to do that. Just again, send that in the email, let me know. And yep, share it out. Thank you very much for popping in, and we'll see you all next time. And goodbye, everyone.